Hi, my name is Chantel. I'm 25 years old. I have two babies, two kids, and I have been a mom for 2 years.
My name is Colette Child. I'm 53 years old. I had 9 children, and I have been a mother for 33 years.
If you could describe motherhood in one word, what would it be?
I would say rewarding.
Why?
Because even though it's hard and exhausting, it's rewarding because you have cute kids in the end.
If you could describe motherhood in one word, what would it be?
Motherhood is crazy fun.
Why did you want to be a mom?
It's just always been something that it's just always been something that I wanted to be ever since I was little, and I just love kids.
Any particular reason why?
Any particular reason why I love kids?
Yeah.
Because they're cute.
You wanted to be a mom because kids are cute?
Yeah. I just like them, okay?
Why did you want to be a mom?
When I was younger, when I first wanted to be a mom, I wanted to be a mom because I thought babies were so cute and that it would be so much fun. But then later I realized that it was a lot of hard work, and it became more meaningful to be solely responsible for the life of another person, and just to be able to experience that deep of a love for someone else.
What's the best thing about being a mom, and what's the worst?
The best thing I would say is being able to cuddle my babies and to love them and to just always be there for them when they need me the most. And the worst is not getting any sleep and having to deal with screaming babies and poopy diapers and the whole shebang.
So everything.
No, all of the negative stuff.
Okay.
What's the best thing about being a mom, and what's the worst?
The best thing about being a mother is when your children grow and you watch them become good people and do good things in their life, and when other people tell you how amazing your children are, that makes it all worth what you've gone through to raise that child or those children. And the worst thing about being a mother is to watch your children suffer in some way, watch someone be mean or insensitive to them, or just watch them have difficulties in their life, and you know that they have to go through those difficulties, and that all you can do is be there for them, that you can't take it away from them.
So what do you think society gets wrong about motherhood?
I think what they get wrong is that there's only one way to parent children and one way to love children. Kind of almost like kids are cookie cutters, when really each kid is different and each kid needs different structure, different ways of showing your love towards them, and like you just gotta figure out new tricks and tips for each kid. I mean, I only have 2 kids and I have to do things differently for each one. I can't do the same things.
Okay.
What do you think society gets wrong about motherhood?
I think that society gets motherhood wrong in the way that, like, for example, when people say, are you just a stay-at-home mom? Or they act like that being a mom and particularly being home with your children is like a sacrifice that you made and it's not something that you made because you enjoy it. I think that they don't realize what an important job it is to be a mother, and that you can actually enjoy being a mother and do things in your own life that fulfill you as a person while you're mothering.
What is your favorite story to share about your kid?
Everly learned the alphabet by the time she was 1.5 years. And recently she learned how to sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and Row Row Your Boat.
Okay. Was there any reason she learned it so fast?
Because, well, she's addicted to this cartoon called Super Y, and she watches it all day long. Okay, not all day long, but a good portion of the day. And they like teach the alphabet and like how to read and stuff. And that's the only reason I'm okay with her watching TV all day.
What's your favorite mothering mishap story to tell?
So I think my biggest mothering mishap that everybody likes to tease me about was when I left one of my children and went home and forgot to bring them home with me. I only did it one time, and I feel like I did pretty good for all the years of mothering and all the children that I've raised, to only leave one child one time. And he made it home safely, so it ended up being okay. So, but everybody likes to tease me about that.
Is there anything you wish that you had done differently from the start?
What I wish I would have done differently, which I corrected with this one, but with Everly, I was constantly putting shoes on her when she was like a newborn, and they were constantly falling off, and I put them back and they fall off, and put them back and they fall off, and I was just always worried about her having shoes on when really, you don't need shoes. So she's never worn shoes.
Is there anything you wish you would have done differently?
Overall, I'm pretty happy with my years of mothering. I do wish that I would have tried a little harder to be a little more patient and to lower my voice more and just not to take things as seriously as I did.
Okay, what is one thing that your husband does as a father that can't be done as a mother, and vice versa?
One thing that my husband can do is when he comes home from work, he can play with Everly and like get all her energy out so that when she goes to bed, she goes to bed easier. I mean, I could do that, but he does it a lot better than I do. Also, he's a lot better at putting kids in car seats. I don't know why, but he's just better at it. And sometimes he's better at putting the kids to bed. It just kind of depends on the night. Things that I can do. Yes. Things that I can do is I can breastfeed and he can't. And I also just have like the motherly like instincts and the motherly like able to care for them when they're in pain or whatever.
Okay.
What is one thing your husband does as a father that can't be done as a mother, and vice versa?
Yes, I think that there's roles that a father plays and that a mother plays, and we can do the best we can when there's not a mother or when there's not a father in a child's life. But I think that children benefit from having both a mother and a father. I think that a father's role is to protect children and to be more of the leader and show guidance in a child's life. And that a mother's role is more of a nurturer, a teacher, and without each, the father is as important as the mother, and the mother is as important as the father.
What is one thing you love about each of your kids?
I love that Maylee is always so smiley, and she just lights up the room with her smiles, and she's a giggler too. And Everly, I love that she's so smart and she picks up on things so fast, and she's just so energetic and outgoing.
Name one thing you love about each of your kids.
So each of my children have their own talents and abilities and things that I appreciate about them. Justin, I think he can be very compassionate, but he also has a wicked sense of humor, and he just keeps things light and fun sometimes. Jared, I think he's really smart, and he can be very compassionate and kind. And Chantal is a peacemaker. She can get along with anyone, and she's a really good listener. Cache, she's really smart, and she can keep a really intelligent conversation, and she has a lot of passions that she's just good at really articulating her passions and things that are important in life to her. And Colson, he's very resourceful. He can make things out of anything, and he can get a group of people to follow him easily and in doing good things. Taylor is very sensitive. He's always been really good with children, and children always flock to him. He is patient and calm. He rarely gets upset. Connor, he's really smart. He knows like everything. He's really factual, and he but he can also be sensitive too, and compassionate towards other people. Brynja is just funky and fun, and she can include other people easily. And Mikal she's really spunky. She says things that really make you think sometimes, and she really has a love for animals and is compassionate in that way. The end.
Is there anything that you weren't prepared for or didn't expect before becoming a mother?
I wasn't prepared for the fact that, like, once you figure out a kid's schedule, like, they'll form their own schedule, and as soon as you figure it out, they switch it up again. And, like, you have to try and figure out their schedule again, and as soon as you figure it out, they'll switch it up again. So they're always unpredictable.
As an experienced mother, is it more challenging raising kids or having adult children, and why?
I think when you're children are little, there's more of a physical challenges, just trying to keep up with the daily demands and taking care of their needs. And as they grow older, it becomes more of an emotional demands. You have more freedom when they get older because they can do more things to take care of themselves. But you also have bigger problems to worry about and bigger things that can happen that you'll have to be prepared to support them.
Do you have any advice for expecting mothers?
Yeah, I would say don't listen to anyone. So people are going to give you their advice, they're going to give you your opinions, and they're going to give you tips and tricks, but just don't listen to them, because every kid is different, and the only person that knows how to parent your child is you.
Any advice for expecting mothers?
I think new parents, new mothers should know that it's going to be a lot harder than they were expecting it to be, and that it's okay if it's a lot harder than you thought it was going to be. That's normal, and that you just need to take it day by day, moment by moment, and be good to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself, and just know that you're doing better than you think you are.
Is there anything you don't want your kids to know about you and anything you do want them to know about you?
What I do want them to know about me is that I am a very caring, calm, and peaceful peacemaker. And that they can always come to me with whatever problem they have, and I won't freak out. And what I don't want them to know about me is that I don't know at all.
Is there anything you want your kids to know about you, and is there anything you don't want them to know about you?
I want my children to know that I've always just been doing the best that I could and the best that I knew how, and that I'm not perfect, and that being their mother has helped me to grow and to learn and to become the person that I am now. And I feel like I wouldn't have grown so much if I hadn't been their mother. And I don't think there's anything that I don't want them to know about me. Is that the question? Yeah.
What are your final thoughts on motherhood?
Motherhood is so many different things. It's rewarding, it's fun, and babies are so cute. And you just get so much out of it, but there's also so much work that goes into it. You're a mom 24/7, and you very rarely get a break. But it's okay in the end because they're cute and they're yours, and you get to cuddle them and love them and kiss them.
What are your final thoughts on motherhood?
So originally I said that motherhood, one word, I kind of combined it into two words for motherhood, was crazy fun. Because it has been a lot of fun, but it also just makes you feel like you're going crazy sometimes too. It's just the opposite. It's like bittersweet is what I would always say is how it is. And the best things in life are bittersweet. They're challenging, they're hard, but they make you stronger, and you can have the most intense joy with those types of things in life, and that's how motherhood is. And I would recommend it to you.